Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me once again. Uh, just want to speak a word into your spirit on this morning. We're dealing with a few things. I know I haven't seen you guys in a while, so it's good to be back. A lot of different, factors and a lot of different things are going on, as I speak. And so on today, I just want to talk to you about the irritation in your life. The irritation in your life. A lot of times as believers, um, I have found that we can start to set unrealistic expectations, and we try to obligate God to those unrealistic expectations. And so let me tell you how these unrealistic expectations sometimes come about. Sometimes, subconsciously, a lot of times we look at other people and we see how they operate. We see how God uses them. We see what God is doing in their lives. And a lot of times we can begin to start expecting God to do those exact same things for us. And when God doesn't do those things, we become irritated. But it's just like a parent and it's just like children and their parents. The child has one expectation and the parent has a different expectation. The child wants to do different things that are not in the boundaries of what the parent, has really lined up and orchestrated, because the child doesn't necessarily understand the protection, the safety, the things that the parent has experience in. And so the parent has the experience in what to do and what not to do. But as the child, you're just looking at, well, my friends are able to do this, so I should be able to do this. But your parents have lived longer than you, and so they have the knowledge and the experience on what you're looking at doing. And so it's the same way in our relationship with God at times. Sometimes we're expecting God to do things for us that he never even said that he would do. Because we've seen other people, we've experienced God do things in other people's lives, we've heard the testimonies of other people, but you have to realize that you're not that same child. And so I have 4 children, and there's no way possible that I can deal with all 4 of my children the same way. Some of my children are tenderhearted, so, I'm firm, but I try not to yell because I want the point to go across. And some of my children, it's like I got to snatch them out the fire. It's like they don't hear me when I say it in a nice way, so I got to, be a little more firm. But I know which children to deal with in which manner because I know my children. And God is the same way. God knows us. He knows what we can handle. He knows what we can take. He knows what we're going through. He knows what it takes to get us to the next level, to the next place. He knows all of those things. And so on today, I want you to be mindful to realign your expectations with the expectations God has for you. Because we get irritated because our expectations are out of line or out of pocket of what God expects from us because of the viewpoint that we have. And so my prayer is that you would ask God, what is it that you have for me? What is it that you want me to do? What doors do you want me to walk through? What doors do you want me to close? Some doors that God has closed, we're wanting God to open, and God is saying, I can't open this door because this door will destroy you. You don't understand. You set a curfew for your kids. You need to be in at a certain time. And the reason you said that is because you have experienced that after a certain hour, certain levels of standards are lowered and your children are in danger. And so God has certain things that he knows. This is your parameter. You don't need to go outside of this. You don't need to deal with this person. You don't need to deal with this situation. You don't need to dabble in this because you can't handle this. And so if we would just ask for wisdom ask God for wisdom, ask God for the knowledge that we need, we can realign ourselves with the goals and the expectations that God has for our lives. And we can walk in his will. We can walk in his way because God has designed that we would prosper even as our souls prosper. And so God is not just concerned about the tangible things. God is concerned about the inside of you. God is concerned about your soul. God is concerned about your prayer life, your spiritual life, your relationship with him. And, sometimes we have lost that connection. And so on today, reconnect, get out of what your mind, out of what you want and get into what he wants for you. Because what he wants for you is better than what you want for yourself. You just don't even realize it. And so on today, let's realign ourselves. God, what is the purpose? What is the plan? Why am I here? Even on the job that I work, I had to go back and reevaluate. Like, why am I here? Yeah, I know I'm here to make money, but that's not the main purpose. And so when that was my main purpose, I was frustrated going. But then once I realized that there's some people I need to talk to, there's some people I need to pray for, there's some people I need to speak into their lives, then it became more meaningful for me. And I was like, okay, God, yeah, I'm here to make money, but I'm also on assignment. And so we have to be on assignment for God. We have to be doing the things that God has called us to do. He didn't call you to just go in the grocery store to just grab those drinks. He called you to go in the grocery store to grab those drinks and to speak to that person that is about to commit suicide. Because you're on assignment, that wherever you go, God has an assignment for you. It's not just about you. It's not just about your expectations, but we're here for the glory of God and for the good of others. And so we have to realign ourselves with what God has called us to do and what God has called us to be. And after we seek first the kingdom and his righteousness, those things that we're looking for, they will be added. God bless you. I love you guys. Be blessed.